Well, hello there, everybody. How the heck are you today? This is the Comedy Thief, and you're watching Funny Old Guys. And beside me is Dr. Fatpacker, the famous Dr. Fatpacker. Say hello to our wonderful audience.
Well, guten Tag, everybody. So nice of you to join us today. Oh, and you are going to laugh so much. We are so funny. Yes, indeed.
You know, Homeless Charlie, Guten Tag in German means up yours, pal. Did you know that?
No.
Say hello to our wonderful audience.
Well, hello to our wonderful audience.
Now, what we do is we tell jokes all through these 14-minute videos, which I always run over. But anyway, before we do, Dr. Fatpacker, we have a point of conversation before all of these hysterical jokes. What is the point of conversation today?
Well, I've done a lot of traveling, and you go to all these little motels or stay at people's houses, and everybody's got a different Wi-Fi name, you know? So I
like
thought
a password?
like a password, yeah. So what do you think, what in your opinion is the best Wi-Fi name you've ever seen? Homeless Charlie, how about you?
Well, I've seen a lot of them, but the one I like best is do not covet your neighbor's Wi-Fi.
I like that one.
That was very clever,
And
yeah.
I know a lot of people that do.
And
Oh, yeah.
my best submission for the best password for Wi-Fi is close enough. That's what is yours there, Dr. Fatpacker?
I have a friend who uses Finley Fart 5.
Fiddly Fart 5.
That's his actual password.
And that's his cousin's name.
That's his son's name.
Oh, it is his son's name. Okay. Enough of that fiddly fart stuff. Tell us some bad jokes.
Well, you know, I was thinking the other day is for a bad joke, I have a couple more of those. That would be nice. Right now, I'm writing my name in cursive. It's my signature move.
It's my signature move. Got it. Okay.
And never buy flowers from a monk.
Yeah.
Only you can prevent florist friars.
Oh, that was painful. Homeless Charlie, tell us a joke there, Charlie.
Well, I met this lady the other night, and I soon discovered that her confidence in the bedroom was very apparent when she said, "This ain't my first rodeo." Well, knowing that she only expects an 8-second ride really takes the pressure off.
Oh my, that is shocking, Charlie. Shocking, I tell you. I'm going to go the opposite route and tell you all about a biblical saying.
Oh,
Many of you have heard this.
pray tell.
If you give a man a fish, you will feed him for a day. But if you teach a man to fish, you can go over to his house while he's out on the lake fishing and fool around with his wife. That's what Dr. Fatpacker.
Now, you know, one of the guys was telling me the story about this plumber. He was called to a woman's apartment in Chicago to repair a leaking pipe. When he arrived, he was pleased to discover that the woman had curves in all the right places and was quite attractive.
Yum.
During the course of the afternoon, the two became extremely well acquainted. About 5:30 p.m., the phone rang, and she goes, "That was my husband. Says he's on his way home, but he's going back to the office around 8 p.m. Come back then, and we can take up where we left off." And the plumber looked at her and he goes, What, on my time?
Oh, that's right. You're nuts. That's an extra $100. Well, at the beginning of your joke, I thought you said drummer. I said, what the hell's a drummer come over for a leaky pipe? But then again, what do I know? Homeless Charlie, tell us a joke.
Well, there's this girlfriend, and she was talking to her boyfriend, and she said, "Babe, a tiny penis isn't such a big deal." And the boyfriend replies, "I don't know, Jenny. I kind of wish you didn't have one at all."
Oh, Dr.
Where
Fat
are you
Packer.
getting these?
Hey, Dr. Fat Packer.
Yeah.
I think he's off the team. What do you think?
Oh my goodness.
I'm in the gender bias.
Well, did you guys hear about the Mexican fireman?
No, pray
Oh.
tell.
His wife had twins,
Oh.
twin boys. You know what they decided?
Oh.
You know what they decided to call him? That Mexican fireman.
What?
He called the first one Jose, and he called the second one Hose B. Oh, that's bad. I know. Dr. Fatpacker, it's your turn.
So far, I think the biggest joke on mankind is that computers have started asking humans to prove they aren't a robot.
Oh, I know that. I get that all the time. It's
I am not a robot. Okay.
stunningly strange and all. Homos Charlie, your turn.
Well, here's a clean one.
Oh.
Wait a minute, hold it. A clean one?
Clean, yes.
Wow.
100%.
Wow.
How does a hippie polygamist count his wives?
How?
I
One
don't know.
Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi.
Hippie. Oh, I see. A hippie. Oh, there you go.
Mississippi.
Mrs. Hippie.
I adopted a dog from the dog pound.
Oh, what kind?
Well, it's a very strange dog because the dog has no nose.
Oh.
Now,
Ooh.
you may ask Dr. Fatpacker, if he has no nose, how does he smell?
If he has no nose, how does he smell?
And the answer is terrible, but you get a little water and a little shampoo and we'll take care of the
Get him
whole.
right up, huh?
Yes, it's your turn. Go ahead.
Oh, goodness, I'll go then. So anyways, at this Teamsters convention,
Yeah.
3 plumbers and 3 electricians are about to board a train to the convention here. And the electricians notice that the plumbers bought only 1 ticket between them. The electricians ask the plumbers, says, how do they plan on getting to the convention? And the plumber goes, watch and learn. So as soon as the train leaves the station, the 3 plumbers rush from their seats and all squeeze into the one restroom, see? And then the conductor comes through, he knocks on the restroom and says, ticket, please. And the door opens a little bit and 1 ticket is handed out to the conductor. Well, the electricians are very impressed by this and decide that's what they will do on the way back.
Aha.
So on the return trip, they noticed that the plumbers didn't buy any tickets.
Oh.
He says, well, how do you plan on getting home now without tickets? He said, watch and learn. As soon as the train leaves the station, the 3 electricians hurry up to get into the restroom first. So after that, one of the plumbers goes up and knocks on the door and goes, tickets, please.
Knocks on the door and the ticket.
I know, that was a long time for a punchline.
It was. But that's another story. Homos Charlie, tell us a shorter one.
Well, okay, the best thing about sex with an Amish girl, she won't be expecting you to call the next day.
That's right.
He's still thinking.
Folks, here's a word of advice, a public service announcement. Just remember, when one door closes and another one opens, that probably means you're in prison. That's what it means. Dr. Fatpacker, hold it. I got to check here and see how we're doing. We're doing, oh, fine. Go ahead.
You don't get another joke this time around?
You do. It's not even the
No,
last
you.
one. Yeah.
Okay, fine. So anyway, I've got some, what did I do with that? That's over here. Excuse me, I gotta go to here. Okay, remember I was telling you about the difference between men and women, and most of the problem is communication. So here's a couple things. Women would define making love as the greatest statement of intimacy a couple can achieve.
Wow.
Men, in the meantime, call it whatever you want, just as long as we end up in bed.
Got all right?
And then, of course, there's the remote control. To a woman, it's a device for changing from one TV channel to another.
Yes,
For a man, it's a device for scanning through all 175 channels in 5 minutes.
that's right. I mean, it's just the definitions vary between men and women. Homeless Charlie, tell us a joke.
Well, I'm not sure this is a little historic and it goes way back. But
Oh.
in the year 1272,
Wow.
the Welsh invented the condom using a sheep's lower intestine.
Okay.
Oh.
Then in 1873, the English somewhat refined the idea by taking it out of the sheep first.
Oh my God, Charlie, what the hell is going on with you today? Woo! He's Dr. Fatpacker, he's taking those sex hormones again.
I guess.
Yeah. I am shocked by your behavior. Now it's my turn.
Sure, shock us too.
Well, I got to see if I can do one that's like G-rated. Okay. A man steps on a grape. And what did the grape say? And the answer is he didn't say anything. He just let out a little whine. Oh! Dr. Fatpacker, I believe this is your last one.
You told me I had my last one.
No,
You have more time?
you got time.
Cool. So this attorney comes home late after a very tough day trying to get a stay of execution for his client. His last minute plea to the governor had failed and he was feeling worn out and depressed. So as soon as he walked through the door at home, his wife said to him, "What time of night to be getting home like this? Where have you been? Dinner is cold. I'm not reheating it," and on and on and on. You know, it's just, so he didn't want to play his usual role in his familiar ritual. He poured himself a shot of whiskey and headed off for a long, hot soak in the bathtub,
Yeah.
pursued by his wife and her predictable sarcastic remarks as he dragged himself up the stairs, you know. While he was in the bath, the phone rang. The wife answered it and was told that her husband's client, James Wright, had been granted a stay of execution after all, and that Wright would not be hung tonight. Finally realizing what a terrible day he must have had and how terribly inconsiderate she was, she decided to go upstairs and give him the good news. As she opened the bathroom door, she was greeted by the sight of her husband bent over naked, drying his legs and feet. And she goes, "They're not hanging right tonight." And he looked around, he says, "For the love of God, woman, don't you ever stop."
They are hanging right. Almost Charlie, last one.
Okay, clean one. Hey, guys, listen. If you want to make your lady feel special,
Yeah.
Yeah.
place her photo in the kitchen and write on it, "Employee of the Month."
Oh, yeah, that'll be good. And
Yeah.
that's when.
The fight began.
Okay, here's my last one.
Oh my goodness.
The difference between the courtship process between men and a dog.
Okay.
A man, he has to be polite. He has to open up the doors. He has to wine and dine the lady. He has to give her flowers, and then maybe the courtship will advance. But a dog has just to take one sniff of another dog's ass, and he's madly in love. That's the difference between dogs and men. Anyway, this is the comedy theme for saying goodbye. Thank you for watching. It's going to be, oh, wait a minute. I almost forgot. We invite Dr. Fatpacker, a famous celebrity, to be on our very next video. Who is that?
All right. I thought it'd be a good idea to invite one of my favorite stand-up comedians, Wanda Sykes.
Comedian Wanda Sykes.
Yeah.
Wanda, so you're going to be on our very next video. So what we want you to do is check in with us at funnyoldguys@gmail.com. And Wanda, if you don't check in 24 hours, you are going in the trash bin. So this is the Comedy Thief saying goodbye, passing along to Dr. Fatpacker for his farewell.
Hey, auf Wiedersehen, everybody. So nice that you came to join us. I hope you laughed a lot. I mean, we certainly did. But before you go, look down at the bottom there, that little rectangle, and subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. Bitte.
Well, there you go. And Homeless Charlie, we want you to say farewell for the huge hunk of Henrys and Henriettas.
Farewell to the huge hunk of Henrys and Henriettas.
That is fabulous. Okay, everybody wave goodbye. We're out of here. Everybody wave goodbye. We'll see you around.